Good morning, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Happy Thursday to you. Not a result we wanted last night. Get into the Padres result, and honestly, the SDFC result as well. No, another not great night in San Diego sports, but I think many of you listening have become accustomed to that. Hopefully, you get a great day here on Ben and Woods to take some of the sting away a little bit. Great to be here with you guys, man. I'm Woodsy. Paul Reindl is our executive producer. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great, man. And our co-host, esteemed colleague, Benjamin Higgins. Boy, that guy's got some great timing on when to pack up and split town. He really does. This clunker of a Padres game last night.
Yeah.
We've got a lot going on behind the scenes here at Odyssey San Diego as well, as far as our show, right? There's things, can't really speak about them yet, but there's a lot.
It's a busy week.
Paulie.
It's been a busy week.
It's been a very, very busy week with a lot on our plates. And the homeboy just said, that's it for me.
I'm going to go play some golf. I don't usually get to play very much golf. So I thought I'd go to Vegas and go play some golf.
Wow. We have our merch store crapped out on us, right? We got an issue with that. Like, hey, man, we got it. We're good. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Have fun in Vegas.
I mean,
nice long weekend.
You almost can guarantee the Padres drop this game today. You almost can guarantee it. With him being gone, yeah, lose the series in Colorado. You can almost guarantee it.
Yeah,
I don't bet anymore. But I know how it's going to work.
It's a pretty safe bet.
I know how it's going to work.
Yeah.
B. Wilson says, can we expect a prank call today or tomorrow for planning purposes? Bro, I wish our production studio equipment doesn't work.
It's not allowing us to do how we've done it.
Correct.
Before.
We cannot.
We're trying to find another workaround.
We're basically in the torture chamber is what I'm trying to tell you. Like we are firmly implanted.
Obviously, anyone that has heard any of our Ben prank calls knows.
You have some old ones?
I do, actually. I can go pull one up.
Yeah, we don't have anything new for you, but we can certainly play some old.
Let's see
That
here.
snuck up on me. I'm sorry.
I think one of my favorites has to be when he went to Vegas.
Yeah.
And we called a local gentleman's establishment saying, just kind of giving them a warning. Hey, Ben Higgins might be coming into town.
Yes.
Thanks for calling Play Against Sam. Shiana speaking.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was disappointed with last night.
What happened?
You could see it all falling apart right there on the stage. It was horrible.
Okay.
I'm going to need at least a couple of $100 bills.
Is this a joke?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Would you like to speak with the manager?
I know that the Lakers aren't going to win the championship. They're probably going to lose to Denver anyway.
Okay.
I like watching LeBron and Anthony Davis.
And then she hangs up. You know why that call works on so many levels is because, well, A, it's funny. B, it's Ben calling a gentleman's club. And then the third is he doesn't listen. Right. So when she says, would you like to speak to the manager? He didn't hear it.
He just moves on to the next.
He goes into Lakers basketball.
Yeah.
Which is the story of our lives with Ben in here. He got me yesterday. We had talked about something off the air. And he goes, I saw this great. I gave him the full rundown. We talked about it. And yesterday he goes, did you see that Will Benson story? And I go, I'm walking out to the bathroom and I go, we had a full conversation about it yesterday morning before the show. You asked me, how's that possible? And I told you, and we had a whole thing. He's like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening? Yeah. So that's
our on the air too with something else. There was like a giveaway or something we were talking about. You mentioned it.
Yeah.
Then he brought it up again.
Yes. Dude.
And finally I brought, hey, did you guys hear?
It's just unbelievable. So
would you like to speak with the manager?
I know that the Lakers aren't going to win the championship.
That's our Benny. I worry about him when he's on vacation as well.
I mean, thought it was it really warmed my heart if I could go behind the scenes here and let everyone know about our text thread. It kind of just warmed my heart.
Last night?
Yesterday. Ben texted us after he left, 5 minutes early, 10 minutes
about
early.
5-10 minutes early.
He left, headed down to the airport, got through security. He texted us. He goes, just got through security.
Okay.
Boy, I think you actually said you're doing great, sweetheart.
Yeah, you're doing. I said you doing, sweetheart. I meant to say you're doing great, sweetheart.
I figured.
Doing, sweetheart.
He told us his whole seating experience.
Yep.
He told us when he landed.
Yep.
I said,
was very
just
sweet.
Keep giving us all your updates. Hey, I got in the car. I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm on my way to Scott's.
So last night, 7:30. Good start. Shot even par in the 9-hole alternate shot par 3 contest and won $300 already. Second place. I said, nice, dude. So very, very, he's very, very excited about his golf excursion. He's, listen, I worry about him on vacation. The last time he went here, he came home with violent illness, diarrhea, vomiting, the whole thing. Like, we didn't come to work, which is so rare for Benjamin. But at least he's up, Paulie. He's plus 300 right now, which is
not bad.
That's a damn fine.
We'll take that.
That's a damn fine place to start in the city of Las Vegas. All right, plus 300. You haven't even been to a casino. You can't really beat it. So he's going to have round of golf today, tournament. And super excited about it. I'm just, what I'm worried about the most is that he's not going to hit his protein goals. That's what I'm mainly worried about with him. I really am. He's not going to hit his protein goals, and it's going to make me insane. Are you hitting your protein goals every day, Paulie?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
We have protein powder that we make.
Perfect.
We have smoothies or anything like that.
Perfect. Perfect. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
And I can ask your wife tomorrow when she comes in to the program. Tomorrow, as we've been known to do when Benjamin's out of town, we're going to bring the wives in. We're going to bring in Paulie's wife, Megan, my wife, Hannah. Got my mother-in-law taking the kids to school. Very nice of them. Bring them in, chop it up a little bit. I'm working currently on the Oldlywed game because we've all been married. Yeah, the Oldlywed. We've all been married for a while. We've been together a long time, right? And it's not really the newlywed game. And so, but here's the problem. You're going to have to trust me implicitly that I'm going to write the questions, but I'm not going to share them with Hannah, right? So that's really the only way to do it. Unless somebody writes questions, puts them in an envelope, sends it to the studio, and we open it live on the air. You're going to there's going to have to be a little bit of faith here, or you can do it and I'll trust
Either
that
way,
you,
it's the same thing.
Either way, it's the same thing. There's got to be trust involved. If one of us writes the questions, maybe we could write them together and just promise not to tell our spouses, and then, play that tomorrow while they're here. I like when they're here. It makes me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
They're funny. They're dynamic.
We usually get off the rails, especially on a Friday when Benny's not here.
Yeah, we're sure. Oh, make Adam write them. Adam's in my crosshairs today. Go figure. Wait till don't do this. You'll hear all about his.
This one surprised me.
How could it possibly surprise you? How could it possibly?
I wasn't expecting it. I don't know why.
How could you not be expecting it?
I don't know.
How
it hit
could
me
you
out of
not
left field.
be
You sent that
expecting
over,
it?
and I was just like,
Well, my greatest fear was that it was you. My greatest fear. And I go, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it.
I'm insulted that even popped into your brain.
Of course, it made me nervous because
you might as well have thought it was Ben.
If you want to talk S and you send it over, like, why did he do this? You're like, actually, that was me, man. It would have devastated me. So we'll tell you guys what he did. You're gonna have to hang on for Don't Do This. Listen, I wanted to let everybody know too. This show, we try to be a force for good in the community with our audience. We do. I mean, we could always do more, but I fear, Paulie. I fear that we have. I don't know if you're going through this too, but I'm going through it every single day. We are corrupting many, 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 many men in the city of San Diego right now. I'm getting
our show?
No, like me this show minus him.
You and me.
Me and you
are corrupting people.
Corrupting. potentially ruining relationships, financial situations. Every single day, I'm getting 2 to 3 DMs from tier ones. Thanks a lot, dude. Stop by the baseball card shop today. Thanks for stoking that fire again. I thought I had quit, but I'm not. You guys are talking about it every single day, and it makes me insane. And I had to get in. What do you think of this card that I pulled? Hey, how about this? Is this worth anything? So I get the double. I get the, hey, man, thanks for turning me on to this. B, can you rate my collection? So here's all my cards. You tell me what you think. I'm ruining. Like I'm like literally. Guys are like, man. I thought one guy was like, I thought I was free of this, and then you guys have. I'm like, I feel like a drug. I feel like a drug dealer. I really do. I feel terrible.
Yeah. I will be completely open and transparent here. There's been a few times in the last couple of months where you have said something along the lines of, hey, I got to run downstairs. Hey, I got to go meet up with this listener.
Yeah.
Hey, they got some baseball cards they want to give me.
Sure.
I haven't had one person reach out and be like, hey, I want to give you a bunch of cards.
Oh, I've scored.
But I go, and I know you have. And there's been a small part of me that gets a little jealous sometimes. And then I go, but is it worth all those other DMs?
That's the thing.
And I go,
so there's the trade-off.
No, I don't think so. I think I'm good.
Those are the trade-offs, right? But look, here's Victor said, I bought cards this week after some time. And Vinny says, my 12-year-old son listens to me every morning waiting for card updates. The fix is real. I was a year sober. Now because of Woods, I can't stop ripping packs. Purple says we're putting him off cards more, which is fine. That's good. That's well, listen, less for you means more for us, dude. That's the other way to look at it. But Paulie, I feel like, because I know what it's done in my marriage, and I don't want to I want to be a beacon of light for the city of San Diego. I want to be a place of refuge, a place you can come in the morning and smile and laugh and have a great time. Not a place where you're like, what's he got for me today? Oh my God, what is he,
You know what we really should be doing? We should be waiting about 24 hours from now, and we should be talking about our love for baseball cards when our wives are sitting here in studio.
Well,
I'm sure that'll come up tomorrow.
It will. It's funny too. I thought about this morning because Paulie and I got into it roughly around the same time, right? Mm-hmm. Mine happened when my dad was like, get these things out of my house.
Well, it was the holiday break. I remember I binged that Golden collectible show on Netflix.
Yep.
And just watching them open cards, I was like, I want to open some cards.
Sure.
I don't know a single thing about them anymore. I want to open some cards. We started talking about it. And then like that same day or that same week, you were heading out to Texas to go see your family, and your dad just dumped this like treasure trove of cards on you.
He actually sent cards for Christmas. We didn't go back. He sent He sent a trough of cards.
It was like all right around this. We both. It was like crazy.
And I remember sitting there with Bo, having the time of our lives, putting cards in sleeves, looking up prices and blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you, man, it got me hooked. There's no question about it. But the funny thing is, Paulie and I got into it at the same time. We've bought cards together. We text a lot about it, but even Paulie and I have like now turned away from each other, like hiding things from each other. Like it's really, really, really funny, dude. Like, did you get something today? Who are you on right now? It's really weird. Like we're not even sharing it together. Now I don't know the depths of your depravity yet. I'll tell you about mine. I had another real boomer moment yesterday.
Oh boy!
So I was, I'm flipping cards, right? I'm getting cards and I'm selling them, and I got an eBay thing, the whole bit. What's the SD22? WOODSY SD22, or Woodsy 22 SD, one of the two. Boomer. Well, real quick, hang on. I want to be accurate. But so I wanted to flip cards. I wanted to do it the right way, right? Make it look good. So I got the light box, which is you just display the card in the light box. It has light on it. It looks really nice. Like we have the Ring cameras here and the Ring lights.
Little studio.
That's right. So I had a little box on my desk, the woman repeller, as it were. It's Woodsy SD22, by the way, for my eBay card shop. So I got that. So that was a stretch. I bought little stands for the cards. Bought some packing supplies to ship them off.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally went to the next level, and I bought a label maker, like a label printer. Correct. Yesterday. I got it yesterday. And I sat down, and I tried to install it. And I got so far, Paulie. I got all the way through it. There was a Bluetooth dongle that I had to connect. There was you loading the paper properly. There was downloading software onto my computer. I did it all. I made it all the way through.
Wow.
And it came time to print the label. And I hit print, and I picked the right printer. And
since we like to hide things from each other now about our collections, how hard was it? Did you have to resist texting me at any point?
Yes. Yes. I normally would just ask you for help.
Right.
But
this is the first I've heard of this.
Correct. First you've heard. I got all the way through it. And I'm like, oh my God.
I'm shocked you got all the way through it. I did not send one text.
Downloaded all the software needed, did everything I needed to do. And I went, and I was so proud of myself. And I hit print, and it goes like this. And it came through. Nothing printed. There was no words on the sticker.
Just a blank
Just
label.
a blank label. So I ran it back, hit it again. Nothing. So I'm like, I bought a label printer, and it's not printing labels. It's just printing blank stickers. So I had to print it in paper, cut it out, tape it to the card that I sold, the package, tape it with mask, duct tape and everything else. Not duct tape, but that clear Christmas paper, packing tape,
Scotch tape,
and then send it off.
Do you have to put ink in thermal laser printers or label printers?
Didn't say anything about ink. There was no ink.
I don't know how they work.
It looked like it was ready to go, and it had the labels and everything I needed, and I got all the way through it, and it just spits it through, but nothing prints. So
you haven't.
Oh my God!
There's no resolution yet.
Not yet. So because I had to get it out. No, I got the right labels. It gave me the labels. It is no ink. You need thermal. They gave me the labels.
Did you put the roll of labels in the right way?
The right way. This side up.
Did you try flipping them?
This side up. This side must be up. So
I know, like when I used to work. When I used to work at Woodstocks, sometimes the register, you'd have to switch out the receipt paper. And depending on how you inserted the paper, like the ink would look different on it. So I just thought maybe if you flipped it.
I don't know. I'm probably
how it works.
I'm probably going to call and do the troubleshooting thing because I want it there, man. Paper's not upside down. The paper's good. It's perfect. I got it exactly like they told me.
Just do me a favor. Record that phone call.
When I call in? Yeah, I will.
I'm sure you'll call the right number.
So I don't even know if Hannah knows that I got that thing. Listen, that's the other thing. You're doing things that you're keeping secret from your wife, and she's not fired up about it. She hates it. I told you. She called me a junkie. She called me a junk. Like last week, I was so. Remember that? She texted me in the middle of the show. She goes, It has to stop. She goes, it has to stop. I moved your car, and I found opened packs and mail that you've got. It has to stop. You're like a junkie. And I went through the roof. I did. I went through the roof. I said, bit of a disservice to people that actually are married to actual junkies, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like the hobby keeps me. It's so calming for me when I sit and I play with my cards.
I get it, man.
I just am so calm.
I got a handful of cards yesterday that I was putting into some binders, and I'm just sitting there flipping through them like
makes
a
me
10-year-old
so happy.
boy, and I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't understand what it does, but it works.
It literally makes me so happy, Paulie, and I'm so at peace when I do it. I play guitar. I haven't touched it. I collect records. I haven't touched them. I have a lot of hobbies. I have a lot of interests. I'm not reading anymore. I'm not doing anything. I'm just playing with my cards because it makes me feel peaceful. And that's what I'm really searching for at the end of the day. So any wives out there that are listening that I am, and me and Paulie are
I'm terrified of tomorrow's show.
Oh, I am too.
Baseball card
they're going to light us up. They're going to light us up. But yeah, the wives will be in tomorrow. Got a great show planned for you today, man. Very, very good show, actually.
And real quick, you have not said one single measly liner yet. We are 21 minutes into our show. Yikes. I mean, we got like 3 an hour, dude.
3 an hour. Well,
sometimes 4.
Luckily for us, the big guy before he went out to Las Vegas, did this for us.
Ben and Woods broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how.
My mother-in-law's in the chat just now. She's never been in the chat before. She writes, so weird. So I don't know if she's talking about me collecting baseball cards. I don't know what the gist of this is, but I'm now.
Oh, she was there earlier. She said, I have a label maker. I'll drop it off. There you go. You can get a new one.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, my beloved mother-in-law. Love you so much. There she is. What an angel. What an angel she is. Okay, good. That made me so nervous. I thought she was like,
what's happening?
I thought she was like, oh, this idiot, this old idiot, my beautiful daughter
hobby
married.
Nerd. So weird.
this hobby nerd. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, Gaga, for supporting my my peaceful habit. Please talk to your daughter and get her on board with it ASAP. Love you guys so much. Thank you. That really threw me for a loop, man. I'm kind of a wreck right now. No, we got a great show for you today. Thanks, Ben, for that liner. And we will set the menu when we come back. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan.
We'll tell you about Ford in a minute.
Like right now? He just, here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
That is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
He just, here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here. Yeah, little Ramones. We want the airwaves. We do want the airwaves. Ben and Woods, 97.3, The Fan. Great to be here with you. Benny is out. He's in. Henderson today. I've not heard from him. I guarantee you he's up and at 'em.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure. Probably not eating protein for sure, but getting ready to go out and play. I worry that he's not stretching enough, Paulie, for all this golf that he's been playing.
What's the weather out there right now?
Oh, it's got to be. It's got to be perfect, right? Right now, this moment, probably beautiful.
60 almost.
Oh, God, yes. And then what's the high today?
That's what I'm trying to find out here.
1012, I almost just said.
1012.
Yeah.
It's going to be about 78, 9, 78. Yeah, perfect.
Perfect golf weather.
Yeah. Tomorrow will be a little hotter, 85, but still, in Vegas, that's perfect.
Now, I got my Twitter blew up yesterday. As soon as the show ended, it was literally, thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Me and Paulie will be here. Ben signs off. No, it was me. He left early. So it was me left. Saying, love you guys. We'll be back tomorrow.
You and I rolled down to the production studio.
And by the time we sat in our chair to record the promo, 10 a.m., boom, breaking news. San Diego Padres sign Lucas Giolito. Now, I had heard the night before that it was happening, but again, wasn't a super reliable source. Just a, hey, man, this is what I've heard. Obviously, it lines up. There's a need and there's a desire for him to pitch.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to pitch. He wants to be back competing. And it was 10 o'clock sharp when the news broke about Lucas Giolito. Now, we've been a show 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
When's our anniversary? We just had it.
We just had it, March 27th.
We've been a show 8 years. This has happened 75 times, at least, where the Padres have huge, huge news, and at 10 a.m., they send out the tweet and break the news. No heads up.
Like 10-0-0.
10-0-0. Like, make sure they're off the air and the music is done playing, then post it. So we've had to wait now, 20 hours to
19 hours and 27 minutes.
Yeah, to come in and talk about Lucas Giolito. Obviously, that's fine. You guys can get that info out anytime you want. It's actually on me for not asking Craig Stammen yesterday on the air because I had heard the rumor. I should have put his feet to the fire, but I didn't want to do like the tricky thing. So Giolito, huh? How's that looking? Right. And he
can't comment on anything that hasn't been officially announced.
Yeah. He's all flummoxed by it, flustered.
What are you? I don't know.
So Lucas Giolito will join the rotation. They're saying, potentially early May. They're going to send him down to Lake Elsinore. He's going to work with the Padres pitching staff and try to get him up to speed ASAP because, you need him. You need him. And I saw Padres fans reading into it yesterday. That just means no Pivetta, no Musgrove for a while. I saw some wild rumors about Joe Musgrove yesterday, right? Like, oh, he may be done and this and that. I cannot confirm any of those rumors. I hope that that's not the case, right? But Nick Pivetta, we'll just have to wait and see. And Joe Musgrove, we're just going to have to wait and see. Now, in a perfect, ideal situation, Paulie, the guys like Lucas Giolito, Michael King, Randy Vasquez, Walker Buehler, Herman Marquez, Griffin Canning, they can get you to that point in the season where Joe and Nick are ready. That would be a really good boost for the San Diego Padres. But the problem is nobody really knows. Nobody really knows what's going on with Joe, at least people that, in our circle. Nobody really knows what's going on with Nick Pivetta. Will the rest actually work? Is it something more serious? No one knows. They're not going to say because there's no reason to say. They don't owe us anything. That's the thing we need to keep reminding. Like, yeah, we buy tickets and want to go to the games, but it's all strategy. It's all strategy. It's all, we're not going to show our cards too early. We're not going to let people know because then that makes negotiations and deals more difficult to get. And I got to say, man, credit to the Padres for waiting and getting Lucas Giolito on what essentially is a steal. If he does what he's capable of doing, it is a steal for Lucas Giolito. 1.5 and then 1.5 buyout. So $3 million. There's escalators that could take it to max this year of $7.5 million for a guy that had about a 3.41 ERA last year.
Was he making like 19 last year?
Yeah, he was
20?
making tons of money last year. I got a text yesterday from our pal, John Conniff of Mad Friars. and he gave me the splits on him last year. Pitched really well at Fenway Park, and 3.18 ERA away from Fenway, and a 3.70 at home.
Not bad.
Innings close to equal, so that's pretty good. Yeah, he does have an option for next year, but it's a mutual option. I don't even know why you put it in, but you just put it in just to sweeten the deal.
Do those ever get picked up?
Did they ever get picked up?
Because
I don't know.
It just logically, if the player has a good year, he's probably not opting in.
Right.
He's opting out and going to go try free agency again.
And if he sucks,
and if he has a bad year,
you're not going to pay
the
him
team
more.
doesn't want to pick up the option. Like, what scenario out there exists where both sides are like, yeah, let's do it? I mean, I guess you just have the most average season. Like, you're just a guy
5-5 with a.
You're like, I don't think I can do a whole lot better.
Right.
Maybe I'll just take.
Maybe he's taking. I don't know. I mean, stranger things have happened, certainly, but again, it is a smart move by the San Diego Padres. David J says you put it in because it shifts the timing of the payment from salary this year to buyout next year.
Sure.
Manipulation of the salary, manipulation of probably the luxury tax, all of it probably factors in
how the money's
distributed and when. So great move for the San Diego Padres on paper. We'll see how it plays out. But AJ Cassavell said in his piece today or last night, look, that leaves guys fighting for their jobs right now.
That's what you want.
I think that's what you want, right? You want guys not to be too comfortable. And they're going to have to go out and deliver.
Like Walker Buehler and Germán Marquez, they should be pitching for their jobs.
They should be.
Or at least feel like they're pitching for their jobs just about every single start.
That's exactly right. And, with Griffin Canning knocking on the door, I think he has one more rehab start. JP Sears, I haven't heard hide or hair of him. I don't know if it's gone well, if it's gone bad. Matt Waldron. I mean, imagine, man, you're back in the big leagues finally. You had a rough first go of it, and then you're like, cool, man, he's not at Coors, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's today.
Today?
Oh, God. He's today at Coors.
He's today at Coors.
That's right.
His first game back was Friday in Anaheim. And that's not like, the altitude or anything like that. But you were going up against Jose Soriano, who as a pitcher, you're like, bro, I have to be nearly perfect to keep my team even in this. Because odds are Soriano's not giving up a whole lot of runs. We're not going to, I'll be lucky to get a 1-0 lead pitching against Jose Soriano.
Right.
And it never happened. And
so
now you got to go to Coors Field. So that's again, a rough 2 starts back in the big leagues.
But I do feel like, and I said it yesterday, and I'll stand by it. I'm going to throw these results at altitude, not out completely, but I'm not going to over panic about them. It's not going to cost me a chip. I'm not going to flip the chip on the table and freak out about the Padres in Colorado. But yeah, listen, as far as today's show goes, we got Sammy Levitt coming up at 7:35. We got Eno Sarris coming up at 8:35. Little smart baseball. I'm sure he will have some things to talk about with Lucas Giolito. Going to obviously ask him about the Padres' lack of offense the last few games. I'm getting tons of DMs from amateur hitting coaches letting me know what they're doing wrong. I'm going to defer to the experts on this one. I don't know what is wrong with the Padres offense right now, but guys are scuffling, and Laureano at the top, he's scuffling. Fernando Tatis Jr. scuffling. Manny stinks right now. He stinks. Jackson's scuffling. So it's going to be hard to win games with pitching and defense alone. So going to have to figure it out.
They both say when we talk to them, and when we do talk to them, all guests will appear on.
All guests, I'm Ben Woods appear on the SDCCU fan hotline. It's not big bank banking, it's better.
Fantastic.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I could not have said it better myself. I'm not capable of doing it. But yeah, man. So let's figure it out. Eno Sarris will have. He always makes us feel better, or there's a potential he makes us feel worse. But again, I think with the money for Giolito, whatever you get, you get. It's not a lot of money. You didn't break the bank at all, and you can move on after 7 months. You got him on a prorated deal, so I think really good move for the Padres. Much needed. You can never have too many arms. Obviously, the oldest adage in the game of professional baseball. So let's do traffic, Paulie, and then we'll come back with our first crap up in a while.
Been a minute.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com.
Your drive on the 805 northbound is still slow from Imperial up to the 94. Then it's road work that has it slow on the 805 northbound from the 163 to the 52.
Traffic brought to you by Park 101 in Carlsbad. Watch our boys take on Arizona from Mexico City this weekend. San Diego baseball lives at Park 101. Watch our boys take on Arizona from Mexico City while enjoying game day specials like $5 Estrella Jalisco's, $10 bats, $6 wells, plus green tea and screwball all game long. Big screens, big fun. Park 101, downtown Carlsbad.
It's a shame if they lose.
You got a problem.
How did things play out in yesterday's game?
Supremely stupid.
It's time for the Padres
Wrap-Up
with Ben and Woods. Brought to you by Hamul Casino Resort. Hey, player, here's something to cheer you up. The rooftop pool's open, day passes are available, and the spa is calling your name. Hamul Casino Resort, the player's place.
We'll give it 16 minutes of salt, and then we'll, get back on the bump and figure it out.
Padres trying to strike here in the first inning. Merrill swings at the first pitch, lines it into left center, and a base hit. McCarthy gets to it quickly. Laureano on his way home. The throw is cut, and an RBI single for Jackson Merrill gives the Padres a 1-0 lead in the first. 1-2, the pitch on the way. Castro swings, hits it hard on the ground through the right side and a base hit. Johnston rounding third on his way. Fernando's throw heading home. It's not going to be in time. And an RBI single for Willie Castro ties this game up 1-1 in the bottom of the second inning. 1-1, McCarthy runs, and the pitch is hit through the left side, a base hit. Bogarts had gone to cover the bag at second base. That left a hole. Castro comes in to score, and the Rocks have their first lead of the series. It's 2-1. Freeman swings, hits it sharply to short, backhanded by Bogarts, gets up and loses it. Julian will come in to score, and it's 4-1 Colorado. Ball in a strike to Rumfield. Morgan delivers. That is well struck in the air the other way to left center. Laureano is shallow, long way to go. Going to be over his head. Going to bounce on the warning track up against the wall. Merrill sends it in. RBI double. TJ Rumfield, his second knock of the night. The Rockies add on at 6-1. Pitch is hit in the air deep down the left field line. McCarthy going back. He's at the wall looking up. This one gonna go. Luis Campusano with his second of the year. A one-run solo shot here in the seventh inning, and it's 6-2. 1-1. Wandy quick pitches him, and he sends it in the air to deep left field. Laureano back to watch. This one's gonna go. Home run, Hunter Goodman, his sixth of the year. And the Rocks add on here in the eighth inning. It's 8-2. Pitch. Cronenworth hits it hard on the ground to the left side. Karros has it. That'll get the run home. Where the first is in time as Campusano crosses the plate. So an RBI ground out, and now 8-3 in the top of the ninth inning. Padres down to their final. Senzatella trying to shut the door. Laureano grounds it right back to it. Pitcher runs it about halfway. Overhand flip is in time. Pods get one in the ninth, but not nearly enough, as the Rockies even this series with an 8-3 win here tonight. And that will set up a rubber game here tomorrow afternoon.
He's just mixing his pitches well. The splitter's a tough pitch, and then he's mixing the slider and his fastball had good velocity tonight. We were taking good at bats, but we couldn't finish him. And he finished us off really well tonight.
Whoa. Rick Stammen after dark here on Bennett. Did you do that on purpose?
He said it. I didn't do anything.
Whew. No, that was in the cards today for the crap up. But so it's true. Yeah, they finished the Padres off pretty well last night. Yeah, ugly. I mean, the got home from baseball practice, and I think the first play that I saw was that ball hit off the bag for Xander Bogaerts, and I'm like, yep, not much you can do about that. But yeah, I think if you're a Padres fan right now, here's what I do know unequivocally. This I can promise you: they're not going to panic. Like there's not any panic in that clubhouse because, well, they hadn't hit a home run for 5 games until Campusano went deep. Really nice night for Campy, slugging the hell out of the ball, 2 doubles.
Where would we be without Luis Campusano?
As we've said forever. It's so nice to see him rise to the occasion. Obviously, he's helped us actually win some games. You have a game like that and you get bodied 8-3. All right. I mean, nobody cares. Right. You're excited. You're seeing it well. But now, you need to make sure that guy's in the lineup while he's seeing it well. Don't know what it's going to look like today. Have no idea. I would guess Campy catching.
At the point where he should be starting maybe at least as much, if not more than
like an even-ish
like at
split.
least. Yeah. He's crushing the ball.
Yeah, I was lobbying too for Casty to get back in the lineup yesterday. Didn't really go well for him. Made a couple of decent plays at first base that looked a little bit odd, and then a not so great play at first base, booting one. And so, listen, didn't do anything with the sticks, but it
just looked off. The whole team, it was just kind of kicking the ball around.
Kind of one of those games that I think important to flush. Buehler was, look, at the end of the day, he was ineffective. He said, "I felt fine. I feel good." Breaking ball is different here. You try to land your breaking ball in Colorado. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. I've had good starts here. I've had starts that make me scratch my head. But, yeah, 4 runs over 2 2/3. Again, man, credit to guys like Kyle Hart coming in, getting it done. I think the thing that bummed me out the most last night, Paulie, was that because of Wandy Peralta giving up that nuke at Coors Field, there goes our streak that we talked about yesterday. The only team left not to give up a home run in the 7th, 8th, or 9th.
Yeah.
That's now off the table. But listen, I know that what's the date today? The 23rd of April. Why am I scoreboard watching already? Like Paulie, like a lunatic. So I texted you last night.
You're sick.
Because I'm sick in the head. And Giants were playing the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And so I went, well, let's see how the Dodgers are doing. Because, we're tied for first place. Ended up watching the last 3 innings of that game. Paying more attention to it than our game because our game was fairly out of hand. It was weird.
Giants hang on to win?
Giants won 3-0.
Okay, they were up when I saw.
They ended Shohei Ohtani's streak of being on base for 54 straight games or whatever it was. Shohei pitched lights out. He was fantastic. But the lightest hitting baseball player on the planet, Patrick Bailey, comes and hits a 3-run nuke, and that's all they needed. And now Vitello is beating Roberts 2 games in a row, which is pretty nuts. You're pretty excited if you're a San Francisco Giants fan, and kind of get a little feeling like, okay, maybe there's a little magic here. It's a really good baseball team you just meet at almost full strength. So I watched the end of that game and went, oh, okay, great. We don't lose any ground in the standings. It's April 23rd, and I'm over here watching this like, what is going on? What is going on? Wesley in the chat says, can we talk about what's wrong with this team? Oh, no, sorry.
With SDFC.
SDFC, not the Padres. SDFC. So
Ben and Woods brought to you by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
Thank you, Ben, for
Great
that
job, Ben.
dynamite drop in there. Listen, guys got through it last night as far as the bullpen goes. In Coors Field, it's hard to ever say, well, let's just punt this one. Because, my God, a lot of teams can explode for a lot of runs. The Padres right now, they are scuffling offensively, but they have found a way to win some games. Today is a new day. Matt Waldron's going to be on the bump against Ryan Feltner. Hardly know her, but he will be taking the
How's
hill.
that knuckleball going to be dancing?
So David J was talking about it in the chat. He kind of learned to use it better at altitude in El Paso. So we'll see. I had heard nothing but this, so much more elite fastball command, and didn't see that against the Halos at all. Again, he's fighting for his life right now, for real. These guys are fighting for their jobs, their careers, because somebody, when Lucas Giolito is ready and Griffin Canning is ready, it's going to be 2 guys that are the odd men out. And could be released, could be, I don't think you can send any of these guys down. I don't think anybody's got any options left.
Yeah.
DFA'd,
Maybe they come
pass
back,
through waivers, right? So these guys are going to have to figure it out offensively and take a little bit of pressure off Matt Waldron today. So that's what we will see. If that happens at all, we'll be talking to Sammy Levitt here pretty soon. We got, again, Eno Sarris at 8:35 this morning. But as far as SDFC goes, my second boomer moment of the night. Now, am I to understand, I have the MLS package on my Apple TV, okay?
Right.
I couldn't find the game. I couldn't find it. I had it open. I'm scrolling through it. I'm seeing other games. I'm seeing Inter Miami play. I'm seeing other teams on there. I could not watch it. I couldn't find it. So
it says it was on Apple TV.
How is this possible?
Did you see other sporting events?
Yes.
Did you go to the sports tab?
Okay, yeah, there's no package. It's part of the standards.
It's included with Apple
it.
TV.
I have it.
Right.
And that game, you're telling me that game was on Apple television last night at 6:30.
I'm gonna tell you in total honesty, I forgot they were playing.
Fair.
And never even looked to check.
I was going to do both.
But I would imagine had I opened Apple TV and went over to the sports tab on the left.
I hit live sports. I hit MLS. I hit all of it. Everybody else saw it. Paulie, I'm looking at it, and I went back 3 times to look, and I said, I don't see it. I don't know why it's not here. They did take another red card. Pellegrino kicked the guy in the face, going for the ball, but he kicked him. Spikes up, kicked him in the face.
That'll do it.
And that's like the 50th game in a row they've gotten a red card. Mikey V got a yellow card. There's a guy on Twitter that's very passionate and very smart. His name's Alex, and I was reading his tweets last night. He goes, man, this is one of the most undisciplined teams ever right now. They're playing really undisciplined football, and which is interesting because they kind of talked about Mikey Varis as being undisciplined. And at some point, when you've opened that door, to speak about the way we do things here, but you have a guy that could be a game changer and you're not allowing him to play and you're not winning games, that's what sets you up for things like this, right? Where people are now saying, okay, there needs to be more pressure on Mikey Varis. There needs to be, you can't just do the same thing. Where we would talk to D. Smith, Craig Elston, all of our soccer experts, and they'd be like, they're not going to change their style of play, man. This is what they do. Yeah. And it was working.
That's the thing.
So you're a genius when it works.
You look at it from last year to this year, because I'm in no position to really give honest analysis or, legitimate analysis and criticism of the team. But I am saying, look, from what I saw last season to what I'm seeing this season, what changed? Obviously, there's going to be some personnel change, but what really changed? Is it philosophy?
Right.
I doubt that. I imagine Mikey Varis kept his whole philosophy and everything intact. I'm like, the only thing that changed is Chucky. But how much of an impact did he make last year? Really?
Lots of injuries, though, and they just haven't been able to overcome them at all. So like Ben said yesterday, man, probably just need to ride it out. Hope you can right the ship, but they're in free fall mode right now. Padres still doing well, despite what my DMs say every night. They're still doing well.
We can hear what Craig Stammen had to say about Lucas Giolito before the game yesterday.
Let's do that next right here on 97.3 The Fan. Ben and Woods. Welcome back, Ben and Woods, 97.3, The Fan. Me and Paulie holding it down today. Benny in Las Vegas. He'll be out tomorrow, too. We've got the wives coming on now. Very excited about that show. Both of them very juggy. Say that right now.
So got them jugs, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're friendly enough we can say that to each other's
Oh,
wives.
yeah.
So, hey, Megan, how are you?
So got them jugs, don't you?
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Hannah, good to see you.
So got them jugs, don't you?
I can't wait. We're going to get our comeuppance, certainly, by them when they're here. But yeah, we'll have some fun tomorrow. And anybody else? Darren Smith is going to come on. He's going to join us.
We don't have a Friar Friday.
Oh,
we have Friar Wednesday this week. The team is heading out to Mexico City today, right after their game in Denver. And then they got media obligations and a bunch of stuff with their schedule that they're doing in Mexico tomorrow on the off day.
Yep.
So we just said, we'll do Friar Wednesday. So we talked to Stammen yesterday.
We'll replay that for you in its entirety tomorrow. No, we won't. Twice. No, I have now serious FOMO because I was supposed to be. You're supposed to be asleep right now. We have this day. No, tomorrow. I was supposed to be heading to the airport tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm already getting tons of DMs from people.
Where are you going to be? Where you at?
Would you coming? No, I'm not coming. Couldn't make it. We have so much going on. I'll be honestly, Paulie, I have to go back to the clinic today at 2 p.m. And I had to tell, if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, my wife and I are doing IVF. So I have to go back to the clinic and deliver. That said, this is number 4.
Oh my God.
And I want to let them know, we just want one. One, it will suffice. So back in it today.
And what was the reasoning again? Because I thought you said
I thought
everything went well after one.
That's what they told me. They just want to make sure that there's enough to freeze just in case something goes wrong. So I have to go back in at 2:00 today. And
so this isn't like a real man would have done it the first time.
No. If it is, they're not telling me that, So, yeah. If it's twins, Purple, then we'll deal with twins, and you may not see me much longer. But I will be able to share that story, I'm sure, tomorrow. But yeah, got to go back in today, 2 p.m. And knock that out. Very, very fun. Very fun indeed. It's hard to segue out of that combo, but we will do our very best. We had obviously talked about the
Ben and Woods broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how.
He really does a lot of liners, doesn't he? It's crazy. So I, again, talked about the news breaking at 10 a.m. yesterday, Lucas Giolito. And, we obviously would love to have talked about it on our show at the time, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Lucas Giolito is a San Diego Padre, as mentioned, and he will be heading down to Lake Elsinore. He has been. We played you the clip last week. He's been throwing to hitters. Now it's way different. Throwing to guys at a baseball training facility is a little different than towing it up on the rubber at a big league park or even a minor league park at this point. He's going to have to build it back up and figure it out. But Craig Stammen was asked about that yesterday, not by us because it was an unconfirmed rumor at the time. But after it was all done, they asked Craig about Lucas Giolito.
Lucas Giolito signed up. What's the expectation? What can he bring to the table for you guys when he is able to get here?
Yeah, it's awesome that we signed Lucas. Looking forward to getting him here, with the big league team, but he's got to be built up a little bit. He brings a track record of a lot of success in the big leagues, and he's still only 31 years old. So we've got a young starting pitcher that we've kind of added to the fold, and hopefully in his prime. And we'll get him built up and get him back out here, and hopefully he can help us win.
Last year he was coming off Tommy John, but actually still was able to contribute quite a bit for Boston at the end of the season, maybe even more in the tank for him, as you're referring to, because it's another year removed from that Tommy John, maybe even sharper.
Yeah, we'll see. You never know. A lot of guys talk about how that second year is a little bit, less of a grind to get through. Walker's talked about that a little bit. I just think, him not having a spring training, we just got to be careful with that. We got to get him built up properly so that he can be set up for success when he does get here.
What is it about what he has been doing? Because 25 days is kind of a long time, but kind of not. What is it that makes you comfortable he can? Throwing to hitters, right?
Right. He has been throwing to hitters. He's been training at the same place that Nick Pivetta trained all offseason. Ron Marinaccio trained all offseason, which is a ton of big leaguers and trained there, and a lot of good starting pitchers train there also. And so they do a good job with those type of guys to build them up and set them up in situations where they can be ready and, miss spring training and still, be in a good spot heading to a team.
All right. So there's the skipper, pretty standard vanilla answers about Lucas Giolito.
What else is he really
what can
gonna
you
have to say?
Again, more help though, as a big league skipper in your first season. Yeah, you're not going to be upset about that at all. I'm not upset about it. Padres fans shouldn't be upset about it. Really, really good deal for the San Diego Padres. So very happy to see Lucas Giolito in brown and gold.
Like at most, he's making almost a third of what he was making last year in a full season. I think that's fair.
Yeah,
that's completely fair for a guy that's not going to be able to pitch through April.
Yeah, 100%. So again, we'll see what happens. You need these guys to chew up innings to get you to the postseason. But I think the main concern for every single Padre fan out there that I hear, you do feel like at some point, if the offense doesn't get cranking a little bit, and I know about the hard hit percentage. I know that Eno will probably tell us about it. They're hitting the ball hard. Calm down, right? And that's fine. That's fine. You do see some rather feeble at bats from time to time from guys. And the reason that you do is because that it's impossibly hard to hit a baseball, and especially at that level. So again, let's give them a little bit of time. They've played, 23 games or something at this point. There's a lot of games left to go, but they do need to figure out how to get guys. Last night, 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Those are the times that you can do some damage, and you didn't. They punched out 15 times on Tuesday night.
Yeah, that was rough.
Our pitching gave up 15 hits last night at Coors Field. I'm going to throw it out in the universe. I'd like 15 runs today from your San Diego Padres. I think that would go 15, a long way.
15.
Yeah, I think
rule of 3.
I think that would go a long way in alleviating a lot of concerns that we have about the offense. I mean, if you want to drive yourself crazy, you can pull up the offensive numbers and go, "Oh my God, how are we winning games at all with what the top of our order is doing?" Well, the reason that we've won games is our pitching has been fantastic. Our bullpen has been fantastic. If you can get a lead with this team, you feel like you got a really good chance at winning. But man, they're not stinging the ball the way that they need to be. You look at OPS and things like that. I mean, Gavin Sheets slugging a little bit. Campusano had a really, really nice night at the plate last night. Other than that, man, the slug is almost dead.
Top of the order: Laureano, Tatis, Merrill.
What's Laureano at right now? He's been scuffling, man.
Hitting 247, 459 slug. Last night, 4, 8, 12, 15, 2 for 15.
2 for 15 at the top.
4.
Yeah, it's just not going to get it done, man. It's not going to get it done. Mario says, "What about 15 hits tonight?" Great. I want 15 runs. I want 15 runs.
They get 15 hits. I'll take my chances that they win that game.
That's fair. And yeah, man, K-Laws says Tatis no homer yet is insane. I think about it. I'd say probably at least 30 to 45 minutes a day. It pops into my head and go, what's going through his head?
When Hunter Goodman hit a home run last night, I think they said it was his 6th of the year. And I'm just going, he's got 6. He's a fine player. He's good. I go, Tatis doesn't have 1.
He doesn't have 1.
This guy's got 6.
Yeah.
I know. They're playing Coors Field, all that.
Dalton Rushing's got 7. He has 7 homers and 14 at bats. It just is one of those things. And, of course you feel a little foolish. And I'm not going to call out our coach. Yeah, I will. He's playing golf right now. He was the one that's like, oh, I could see 40 to 50 this year for Tatis. I'll say this right now, pretty confidently. I don't think he's going to get to 40. If he did, it would be a run that you couldn't even wrap your head around.
He would probably have to be the MVP.
Yeah,
he would be so dominant for 5 of the 6 months.
Yeah. Tatis, Merrill, and Machado have 5 combined home runs.
That's not going to work.
And basically, it's not going to sustain, right?
That's not sustainable.
The pitching, right? So I don't know, man. I'm fine with it. They're winning ball games, right? Like that's all I care about, winning ball games. You always fear the bubble.
I could not give a crap if they win today 1-0, 2-1, whatever.
Yeah.
Get the win. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I got people DMing me yesterday saying, do we need to alter our expectations of Fernando Tatis Jr.? And I said, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I still think he's a really dynamic player, a guy that I definitely want in my outfield, maybe even my infield at times. And I want him to, continue to scorch the ball. Obviously, for him, he needs to pull it a little bit more. It's the lowest pull of his career. Dylan says, "Who cares about home runs?" Dylan, you'd be hard pressed. I got into a text argument with my buddy Brian the other day about this. Home runs and slug helps you win World Series. It just does. It just does, especially in the playoffs. There's a million ways to win a game in the regular season. You'll see it all. You'll see suicide squeeze. You'll see sack bunts. You'll see all kinds of stuff to win games in the regular season. What did the Milwaukee Brewers, who won 100-plus games last year, how did they look with no slug against the Dodgers last year? They look putrid and terrible. If there's no threat of hitting the ball over the fence, changes the game a little bit. Now, I like this brand of baseball. You know why? Because it's winning right now. But if I did have one concern, it would be the top of the order's got to get it going. Manny Machado cannot be hitting. He cannot have a 1 in front of his batting average right now.
Yeah, I'm like equal parts concerned about most of those guys at the top rather than more concerned about
Manny
Toddy over whatever. Like, I'm kind of concerned about it all.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want 3 true outcome, Dylan. I don't. I'm not looking for that home run or bust. I'm not. I like, as I said many, many times, I like the way that they're winning baseball games right now. They're finding ways to win. They've been aggressive. But, eventually you're going to have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. You just are. Small balling teams to death. Winning close games is great. It's great. And you have to be able to prevent runs in the postseason, and you have to be able to pitch well in the postseason. But slug is really what separates. And it's been an issue here for a while. And that's okay to admit. It's been an issue here for a while. And you're paying guys a lot of money to slug, and they're just not slugging right now. So that's what I'm looking for right now, is just a little bit better. Start stinging the ball a little bit better. And I do realize how hard it is. But I think it is important for this team to get it going offensively. And then, man, you get clicking on all cylinders there. And like Craig even said on our show yesterday, Paulie, he's like, I think he alluded to the fact that, man, sometimes when the offense is going, the pitching suffers. Sometimes when the pitching is going really well, the offense suffers. Right. It's just the way that baseball goes. I was listening to, and please forgive me, everyone. I
know what you're about to say.
Yep. Clued in, got a DM, said, Woodsy, I know you can't stand the Dodgers and Dave Roberts, but if you get a chance, go listen to Dave Roberts and John Schneider from the Blue Jays talk about the World Series last year on Jeff Passan's new show. And I go, it's done. Of course I would. I coach. I spend my nights watching coaching videos. I love it. I love the idea of managing. It's my favorite thing in the world. So I put it on yesterday and I listened to these 2 really good managers, really proven managers, go through decision by decision, talk about it together in the same room. They're showing highlights of everything. It's about an hour and a half long. I highly recommend it. Yeah, Dave came off many times as smug, as he often does. Schneider is a total G. He's incredible to listen to.
I've seen a few clips from him the last few days. Like John Boy had a couple of clips. Chris
really
Rose did one where they're sitting with him and he's showing him John Boy's lip reading of his major ejection a couple of weeks ago. He's laughing about it.
So I think give that a listen. And then you'll hear these big league managers, these World Series winning manager, say things like this. Hey, man, baseball happened. Right? Baseball happened. The Miguel Rojas home run. It was the best matchup that they had on their sheet. It was Jeff Hoffman against Miguel Rojas. That was the number 1 matchup. What happened? Baseball happened. Miggy Rowe hits that bomb, changes the course of history forever. So it's this game. You can't get too high. You can't get too low. It's one of the reasons that I'm really coming around on Craig Stammen is because he's not a high-low guy. He lives in the middle. Yeah. And I think it can rub people the wrong way when they lose. And I think it can be really refreshing when they win. I like that. It's what I strive to do. Live in the middle. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. So as far as the Padres go, man, tied for first place right now. Tough for me to find a lot to bitch about, but you do know if it continues this way, Paulie, it's not going to last forever if they don't start slugging the baseball. We got Don't Do This coming up next. I'm going to, shockingly enough, put our boss, Adam Klug, on blast. You think he would have learned his lesson on his very special day, by the way. We'll clue you into what all that means coming up next right here on Ben and Woods.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open. Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is...
All right, time for our longest running bit here on Ben and Woods. The voice that you hear is my wife, Hannah. She'll be in tomorrow, along with Paulie's wife. Maybe she can do it live for us. You idiot. You moron. It's so good.
Dumbass.
My kids love it. They think it's the funniest thing. Their mom calls
Don't
their
do
dad
this.
Dumbass and a moron. Every morning. Every morning. Every little kid around, every dad at Little League knows that's what my wife thinks of me. Well, listen. He's a frequent contributor to Don't Do This, and it's our boss, Adam. Paulie does a great job. He puts the rundown down together every day. And at the top, what day is it today? And I look, Paulie goes, wait till you see what today is. And I go, this can't be right. Today is actually Slay a Dragon Day. Okay? And many of you may remember a promo aired by mistake here on this radio station when we were in the playoffs. 2024 playoffs against the Dodgers.
NLDS.
Yeah, NLDS.
The Padres have slayed the dragon again.
But we didn't. They actually beat us. And that promo aired. And he was mortified. And you'd think, all right, I need to calm down a little bit. I need to settle down. I need to stay in the middle. Don't get too high. Don't get too low, right? So yesterday, our beloved Purple, I saw him retweet this. And I go, oh no. And I sent it to Paulie. And I go, hey, this wasn't you, was it? Because it was a graphic. Which the graphic in and of itself, I don't really have a problem with. It's Lucas Giolito. And he's standing like he's superimposed in front of Petco Park.
Yeah.
And it just says coming to Petco Park, Lucas Giolito. And then I saw what he wrote underneath. And it's welcome to the first place San Diego Padres. And I went, oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, it is April. At the time, it was April 22nd.
See, I didn't even see the caption when you first
No,
sent it
you
to
just
me.
saw the
I just saw the
picture.
graphic. I'm like, you said, was this you? I was like, no, that was probably Adam, but I don't know.
I'm sorry for insulting you, but I wanted to insult him and not insult you. Now, he deleted it, which is always worse. It's always worse. He gets so, and it's a good quality to have, to be an excitable person. It's a good quality, right? Yeah. Positive, excitable. But I'm such a, let's not give them any bulletin board material guy. I really am.
Yeah, I get that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yes.
hey, how does this play it forward? How does this work out?
Okay.
Are the Padres going to stay in first place the rest of the season? Maybe. Probably not.
Maybe, probably not. It's a safe bet. Can that come back to bite you? Unequivocally, yes. Yes. And that's my problem, is that he gets prematurely excited. Too excited. Just be cool. Be cool. Just let's let it play out. Let's see how it goes. I saw it and I went, why? Why are we still doing this? I can't.
The Padres have slayed the dragon again.
I just get so excited about anything positive.
Adam has chimed in via text.
Oh, no.
Touch some grass.
Okay. You touch some grass. Just post the welcome to San Diego. Maybe in the next contract, if there isn't, I have to say, you have to run everything by me. I'm the brand manager now. I'm yours. Remember your guy you worked with across the street? He wasn't allowed to have his own Twitter. Remember?
Yeah.
They took it from him because his tweets were so unhinged and off the rails that they said, you're no longer allowed to tweet. So he would have to call Paulie, his producer, and go, hey, can you tweet this picture of Michael Irvin out for me and tell everybody Jimmy Johnson's coming on tomorrow? That's a true story.
That's every word.
Do we need to I'll be the
I'm not doing it.
I'll be the fact checker. I'll be the guy, what do you call it? Quality control. I'll do it.
Now, the station sends out a lot of posts,
They
at least
do.
on X. A lot of updates, a lot of graphics, rosters, or starting lineups.
He gets so excited.
And I never know why. Sometimes you got to decide, was that Adam or that could have been Sammy?
Yeah, could have been.
Posting from the station account as well.
Yep. I'm fine. If you want me to be the quality control,
I think we should try that for a day where
should
Adam
I do
has
this?
to send you every post
Yeah.
for the station, and then let's just do it for one day, and then see if you want to keep doing
It's all love because I want to protect the station. That's what I want to protect. I want to protect the station, and I don't want him to be unnecessarily mocked and ridiculed unless it's by me. But I send it to me and say, Woodsy, are you cool with this? Yeah, that's good to post, or let's take that out. I don't want that to come back and bite you, right? So that's my don't do this, Adam. He deleted it too, which always makes it look worse. Did you put it up in the chat?
I did.
It's incredible.
Yeah, that's right there.
So technically, and Ben would argue too. Well, I mean, he is right. After all, we are in first place. I get it. It's April 22nd. It's April 22nd.
Ben knows better.
He does. Go ahead, Paul.
All right. We will update you on a story from yesterday's Don't Do This. We played some audio. Mike Vrabel, Patriots head coach, finally took to the podium and addressed all of his extracurricular activities from the offseason, everything going on with Diana Rossini. If you missed it, we won't play the whole 2.5 minute quote unquote apology or statement, but I'll sum it up for you.
There's the update.
Well, I got the update. Yeah. What he said yesterday was basically just 2 minutes of, I'm really glad you guys are here. It's very important that I speak to you all face to face. I spoke with my team, and once again, I'm very glad to have you guys here. Thank you for your time in this personal matter. Like, it was like, everyone's like, what? Like, a woman lost her job because of this. And so he was met with some criticism for that. Then we got the update that Mike Vrabel said he would seek counseling, and that is going to take place this weekend. Actually, he is going to be stepping away from the team to with his family and do some personal time, and he wants to seek some counseling. And so he will actually not be there with his team on Saturday during the NFL draft.
I'm such an advocate for counseling of any kind, whether it be drug and alcohol, whether it be mental health, whether it be marriage, whether it be sexual
whatever
addiction,
you got to do, man.
whatever it is. Like,
put in the work,
try to make changes. I am so impressed with people that try to put in the work. This feels like this is what bothers me sometimes when it's thrown around like this, right? Oh, he's going to be fine. He went to counseling. Number one, I don't think he did it on his own free will. Number two, we're going to send him on day 3. You really want to make it stick. He's in counseling today because the draft is tonight.
I'd be like, well, you're not missing the draft, buddy. You could have gone this last weekend and you can go next weekend.
Right.
But like, this is the biggest weekend of the offseason.
This is it.
Draft.
We live for this. This
and
is
if
the
it was
make or
that
break.
important that you have to miss any of this weekend, you're not picking and choosing the third day.
This reminds me of back in the day. There's college football coaches who were like, oh, yeah, I realized that my star wide receiver got hammered and smashed into a telephone pole last night. He's going to sit for the first series tomorrow to really show him, or maybe even the first half. He's not going to be allowed to play the first half tomorrow.
It'd be like he's going to, if it happened during the offseason, you were going to bench him for a half in week 3 against Southwestern Tech University.
That's exactly right.
That's what they're doing. And it's just like the whole thing just kind of, it doesn't feel very sincere.
It's not genuine.
It doesn't feel genuine at all.
No. And again, it's like I'm such an advocate for counseling. I'm not an advocate for, hey, let's do counseling just so it stops, people from flipping out about this or whatever. I don't like using it as a to wave it around like, well, he's fine. He did counseling.
It just felt when you're like, I'm going to be taking day 3 off.
Right.
You're like,
so
this is getting ridiculous.
It's gotten ridiculous. It continues to be ridiculous. I learned something new last night in the game of baseball.
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
It's a pretty incredible play. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Logan Gilbert is on the bump for the Seattle Mariners. And
incredible.
Dude hits a ball 107.8 miles an hour right up the middle. right up the middle. Logan Gilbert turns to get out of the way. The ball goes into the hole from one button to the next.
The gap between buttons.
The gap between
his
buttons.
jersey opened up just a little bit as he was like spinning his body.
Yes, he spun, the hole opened, the ball found its way in there. Paul, you nailed it this morning. Paulie goes, honestly, this is Randy Johnson and the bird and Logan Gilbert and the jersey.
It's insane.
It's
how
absolutely
that ball
insane.
Stayed on his person, I guess. It never came out. He reached his hand into his jersey.
He looked down to look for the ball.
The ball is like pinned between his compression shirt or whatever and his jersey.
Yep.
It's just sitting there, and he
down it by his belly.
I'm sure it didn't feel great.
I don't think it got him.
It really didn't get him. It got the jersey and kind of whipped around his back.
The odds of that have got to be in the billions.
That, like, just the fact that we saw that, like, that was something that happened is kind of a do this. But I guess a don't do this would be that was ruled a hit.
Correct. I was surprised. Bo and I watched it last night. Bo goes, Dad, he caught it. And I go, well, he didn't catch it. His shirt caught it. So if I'm in the outfield and I'm running for a fly ball, maybe I misjudged it a little bit, but I take my hat off and I go to stretch with my other hand and I use my hat to catch it. I can't do it. There was a couple of instances where guys were using their helmets to like hold themselves up on the base after they've slid. I think those guys got out. You cannot use your equipment other than your glove in your hand to catch a ball. So you can catch it barehanded, but you cannot use your
what would happen if there was like a little blooper, didn't go very high, and you just couldn't quite get to it, and you kicked the ball?
I don't think you
back in the air and kind of like, you know what I mean? Like you drop your phone, you kind of kick it.
I don't know that you can kick it either. It has to be
because the ball never hit the ground.
No, it never hit the ground. It was a line drive. If he had his glove there and it went to his glove, obviously it's an out.
Like I said, I don't know that we'd ever seen anything like this before in a game, but I'm going. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where if a routine fly ball is hit behind second base and short and second are both standing right under it.
Yep.
And nobody calls it, and the ball ends up dropping right in between them. That's a single.
Yes.
And because nobody touched it, it's not an error. And I go, well, that's kind of dumb.
Right.
That's an error. That ball needs to be caught.
Somebody needs to communicate.
And I'm saying, well, the ball never hit the ground. It never once touched the ground.
I thought the same thing. And
so how is it not a catch, like a line drive out?
I went and read the rule last night because I also was like, what a play. Like that is insane. I've never seen anything like that. Logan Gilbert rule. Let's see. I didn't know the rule, he said. And at first, he said it was a blur. I thought it was coming from my face. All things considered, could have been worse. Didn't really get a bone or anything, just a little bit of pain. Happened so quick. God, my internet keeps jumping. Let's see. I wanted to verify I could challenge the runner at third base being able to score, Mark Kotze said. Since the ball was lodged, it's batter, runner, one base. In order for that one base to happen, the bases have to be occupied. So from the runner on third base, it's a judgment call that the ball would score the runner. But again, that's a single for that hitter. Hard up the middle. Guy gets it lodged in his shirt. He technically used his equipment and
interesting.
And got, essentially gave up a single for that. So he said... Yeah, he said he was not aware of the rule. The umpires immediately called time to stop play once they realized the ball had gotten lodged. And the interpretation says a batted or thrown ball going inside a player's or coach's uniform is deemed out of play. At that point, it's up to the umpire's discretion to place the runner. So it's not something that we've ever seen, not something that you may ever see again.
Crazy.
It was just the most insane timing. So Sammy Levitt. That was
Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
The great Sammy Levitt will be joining us next here on the program. But first, let's do this.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 000-466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
It's funny. Ben got on the flight yesterday, had it on out to Las Vegas, and I promise you, he'll probably play more cards at 7 Mile Casino this year than he will in Las Vegas. He's been a few times already, and I think that's just because it's so easy to do, and it's very close to where he works. It's very close to everybody. If you're downtown, man, it's just 7 minutes away. So if you haven't been down there yet, we've been telling you about it for, 8 years or so. They've been with us forever. We've been with them forever. Do us a favor. Check it out for yourself. whatever you're looking for, man. If you want just to go have a beer with a friend, they got a great patio area. They have incredible food if you just wanted to go for lunch. But if it's cards and card play that you seek, they will take great care of you there at 7 Mile Casino. They've got Texas Hold'em, Pai Gow, Baccarat, and, of course, my beloved California-style blackjack. And go in, have a great time, give you a discount if you eat while you're playing. Sammy's, all the delicious pizzas, chopped salads, the Kung Pao chicken to die for. You guys know the spiel. Been telling you about it for a long time. Check it out for yourself. 7 minutes from downtown. It's 7 Mile Casino. He did. Here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
it's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And and this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. We've got a Padres Epic Roundtable brought to you by Epic Wings coming up. I'm salivating already, knowing that they'll be arriving soon. Sammy Levitt is going to join us here after a quick check of traffic.
855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com.
Your drive on the 805 northbound is still slow from Imperial up to the 94. Then it's road work that has it slow on the 805 northbound from the 163 to the 52.
Brought to you by Caltrans Asset Management. Caltrans Asset Management work continues this weekend on northbound 805 with the closure of all lanes from State Route 52 to Miramar Road on April 24th at 9 p.m. to April 26th at 5 a.m. Expect delays and use Interstate 5 for travel north of University City.
That's a lot of info, Paulie, in that traffic report. Now, let's get to our pal in-season, Sammy Levitt. Sammy, how are you, buddy?
Hang on.
All guests, I'm Ben Woods here on the SDCCU fan hotline. It's not big bank banking, it's
exhausting.
better.
Somebody's got to do it.
It's Sammy, I'm exhausted with this. Got Eddie.
You know, I just listened to you throw to traffic,
Good
and I thought
Lord.
in my head, you need, like, you know how the late night hosts like Andy Richter,
Yeah.
you know, like is off to the side, Paul Schaefer, who's that? David Letterman. You know how they always had like the sidekick?
Yes.
You need a sidekick that can handle just the bringing in and out of breaks, the procedural stuff, and basically throw it to you.
Yeah.
After we come out of break.
That's it.
Like, that's what you need. You need a little sidekick. You need like a little late night band person to help you out. That's what you need.
Ben and Woods brought to you by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys.
There he
Helping
is.
good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
I mean, Sammy, I just opened Twitter, and Eddie tweets, I miss Ben Higgins SD. This show is so much better with him. And I wrote, me too. Like, if you think that hurts my feelings, it doesn't. Not even a little bit. The big advocate of the three of us. I am the sidekick, though, Sammy. Ben is the host. I'm the sidekick.
Well, it just illuminates, I think, why you guys work so well together.
Correct.
You have very different skill sets, very different personalities, and it all blends into one harmonious result. And it's part of the reason you work so well together. So when one of you is not there, and I think it's the same way when you're not there, I think the show clearly misses something, but that's the business, and the show goes on, as they say.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So how was the tenor, the mood last night, Samuel, from the Padres? You know, again, we're just not really used to losing much right now.
Yeah.
So
now Sammy wasn't, he was on the road.
I was on the road.
He was here. Did you get like angry phone calls after
I'm
that
sure he did.
first loss in a while?
Nah, you know what? Last night was a night. I didn't take very many phone calls last night, and honestly, I had the early morning with the roundtable today, so it was a little bit of a quicker, easier post game yesterday. And quite frankly, there wasn't a ton to chew on from the ball game itself. You know, I think for me right now, I can't speak for the fans out there, but I think for me, it's a little bit of a weird spot right now. I don't know how you guys feel, because on one hand, the Padres, you can't argue with the record, right? I mean, they come in 16-8. They're tied with the Dodgers for first place in the NL West. You look at the landscape of Major League Baseball, they're one of the best teams in baseball right now. And I think the results, the wins and losses, are hard to argue with and hard to complain about. I will say, though, some of the offensive notes, when you look at these guys that are struggling and on this road trip, some of the offensive issues, feels like before last night, a lot of it was getting covered up by really good pitching. And last night they didn't get the good start. And Walker Buehler, I don't know that it was quite as bad as the numbers would suggest. A lot of seeing eye hits in that second inning in particular. But you look at some of the offensive numbers, and I do think you have a right to be a little concerned. I was going back through it just in the last hour. One thing that they've really struggled with lately, and I think yesterday was a good example. They're having a lot of trouble getting to opposing starting pitching. I looked it up. The last 8 games, and this includes Chase Dolander, the bulk innings guy from the first game of the series against the Rockies. Opposing starting pitchers have a 1.89 ERA against them, and that includes Dolander, who wasn't a starter, but for all intents and purposes for this conversation, a 1.89 ERA in their last 8 games. Now, again, the Padres have been finding ways to win them, but offensively, it feels like they can only go so far and for so much longer without some of these guys offensively really starting to get it going and be more run producers. But again, very hard to argue with the wins and losses right now. So, it's interesting. I feel like obviously they're in a good spot. They're off to a great start, but I do think getting this offense into a bit of a higher gear over the next 3 games, especially at the altitude, that's something you want to see.
Yeah, Mud said it after the game last night. I watched the post game with Mud and Scan, and Mud's like, man, you score in the first inning, which is something the Padres have not done. You score in the first inning, you think, okay, going to be one of those nights. Well, it was one of those nights for the Colorado Rockies, who were able to score 8 runs last night. They were, I think, 7 for 17 with runners in scoring position. Padres were 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Not a ton of opportunities, but didn't really capitalize when they had it, Sammy. And, you scratch that run out in the first, you're like, okay, here we go. And then, no, not the case. Walker Buehler ran into a little bit of bad luck with that ball hitting the bag. That was an easy out. Xander not being able to find the handle on that one. It was a nice play. But, it's one of those games you flush, you move on, try to win a series today. What do we know about Ryan Feltner, Sam?
Yeah, what we know about Ryan Feltner, he's somebody the Padres have seen a lot. They just hit him a couple of starts ago. Manny hit a home run against them. Laureano hit a home run against them. Gave up 6 runs on 7 hits in just 4 innings at Petco Park a couple of starts ago. They have a batting average as a team in their careers against Feltner of 306, the team OPS of 822. Look, all the numbers would suggest that this should be a guy you can do damage against today, especially at the altitude. Again, whether they can, we're going to find out, because I listed it out for you. Getting to opposing starting pitching has been a problem. Again, despite them winning a lot, has been an issue. So, yes, Woodsy, the numbers would suggest, and especially in Colorado, that this should be a guy that you can get some runs against and do some damage against. And obviously, another part of the equation today, in this rubber game of the series is Matt Waldron, who was not great in that first outing of the year, and how the knuckleball plays at the altitude and how he utilizes it, and what we see from him today as well. But yes, offensively, there's not going to be a whole lot of excuse for not being able to at least do some damage against Ryan Feltner. It's somebody they've seen a lot of.
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't agree more, Sammy. And the offense is one thing, but again, the Matt Waldron situation, the Herman Marquez situation, he's pitched pretty well the last couple times out, right? Like Walker Buehler has had 5 starts. 2 of them have been really good. 3 of them have been not so good. So I don't know how rare that is. That happens a lot with a lot of teams' rotations right now. But Lucas Giolito, I think, will certainly help this team down the stretch this year, Sammy.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with Giolito that you like. You just have a professional starting pitcher who has put up good numbers before in your rotation and in your building. I understand there are peripherals that didn't love him last year, but, you look at the actual numbers and it's hard to argue with the results. He had a very solid season. And I also feel like, Woodsy, this is also one of these classic situations where, get him in the building working with Ruben Niebla. Yep. We've seen this before, right? Guys come in that have had good years that you need, that you want to be even better, and somehow the Padres have found ways to make those guys even better. And to me, this feels like potentially one of those cases where you get him in the building and you work with him and you make him even better than he already is. And he's already a bona fide starting pitcher in the big leagues. And I think the word is stability. Hopefully he provides a little bit more stability for you in the rotation. Hopefully the results are good. They're similar to what he was last year. As long as he does that, I think it's a dynamite signing for the Padres. And look, we're going to see how long it takes him to actually join the rotation. It does sound like he's going to get, at least a handful of starts in the minor leagues to build him up. I also think yesterday, hearing Craig Stammen talk about it, I think it's very clear they want to be careful. This is a guy who did not have a typical spring training, who's signing in late April. You do not want to push him or, bring him in a tough spot where, he's not accustomed to this part of the season being where he's at. And it's just a different spring, right? Totally. So I do think they'll be careful. I do think they'll play it slow, but when he eventually does join the Padres rotation, I think it's going to be a very good thing, and hopefully just provide you stability. And every 5 days you can count on Lucas Giolito giving you a chance to win you a ball game. And as always, getting him in the building, working with this pitching group for a lot of guys has, as you guys know very well, has been a very good thing. So hopefully the same thing for Giolito.
Love it, Sammy. Thank you so much, man. We'll see you very, very soon for the Padres Epic Roundtable. Can't wait. And we'll
do they have wings at 9 a.m.?
They do, and we eat them.
Oh,
yeah.
Whoa.
Be ready,
All right.
dude. Get here ASAP
Nice.
Before sales gets their hands on them. All right, get back
All
there.
right. See ya.
Get them in. You see you soon. The great Sammy Levitt, everybody. Yeah, Sammy is Sammy. It's more like Sammy Levitt because he always delivers the levity. Because he has to. I'd lose my mind on the post-game show with people calling and flipping out. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't make it a week. I couldn't do it. It would bring me down. I have to, I got to ignore some DMs from time to time.
Hey, real quick, in our 8 o'clock hour, we will play a game of Real or Fake on a
will.
Throwback Thursday, and you'll qualify for Padres tickets. But if you don't want to wait, if you want Padres tickets and you want to go to the game against the Cubs on April 28th next week, it is Waffle Beanie Night. Call now, 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Caller number 5 gets the tickets.
right, we are halfway home. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. Just an hour left of me and Paulie, but we've got the Padres Epic Roundtable brought to you by Epic Wings. Coming up next at 9 a.m. We're going to go till 10, commercial free. Chris Ello will be the host today, be the MC, the master of ceremonies. And Kyle Glazer is going to be in. Sammy Levitt's going to be in. Nice early day for you.
Yeah.
Today.
Now, real quick, I just got to get to one of these liners here because this is the 8 o'clock hour, Woodsy. We have 4 scheduled liners, not 3.
This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by GL Pools, the swimming pool experts trusted by thousands of San Diegans since 2006. Baseball is back, so is swim season. Make sure your pool is ready. Call now, mention radio for a free month of pool service.
How do you like the new system?
I like the new system a lot because I don't get panicked about having to do them. You just have to tell me when you're going to do them, just like you did, and it's perfect. He'll be doing this every time he leaves town. And I'm happy to do it too, but he whatever. If you need me to do things before I leave town, no problem. But I think it works really well.
That's nice of you to offer. And if we need any liner help whenever you go out of town, we'll be sure to track you down and get that done.
Yeah, I'm more of the artist on the show.
Yes.
Right? The mechanic, I am not. And I do apologize for that. It doesn't flow as smoothly as it does when Benjamin is here. And that's fine. I take no umbrage or offense to that whatsoever, but appreciate you guys being here. It's been a fun start to the season so far. But again, people are fans. Fans are getting concerned, and fans consume differently. At least you get to consume is what I say, because I saw this tweet last night and it actually kind of blew me away. Here it is. This poor guy. Eric tweets last night. My dad is 75. He lives in Iowa. He got the MLB extra innings package to watch the Tigers again this year, something he plans his whole day around. So, 75-year-old man, got nothing else to do. He waits and waits and waits, like many of us do, for Tigers baseball. He said tonight, Detroit, 664 miles from his house, hosted Milwaukee, 360 miles from his house. Couldn't watch. Blacked out. Twins, 216 miles from his house, blacked out. Royals, 266 miles, blacked out. Cubs, 362 miles, blacked out. White Sox, 401 miles, blacked out. Cardinals, 435 miles, blacked out. All told, as a Tiger fan, he'll miss at least 50 games this season. Is this growing the game at MLB?
I was having trouble over the weekend with Padres TV. I could not get the Angels, like Padres Angels in Anaheim. I could not get the broadcast the same way I've gotten every other game. I was not able to get it. I had to use alternative apps. I had to find different ways around. I was not able, I don't know if it was on my home Wi-Fi down the street from here, San Diego. It wasn't on Wi-Fi on my phone, so my cell service didn't have any impact on sometimes your cell will ping to Phoenix or something and it thinks you're in Phoenix. It was none of that. I could not watch an Anaheim-based Padres game, which is no idea why.
It's really, really confusing. I think people just want clarity. I really do. I think they just want clarity on that because again, it broke my heart. Actually, I thought about that. It broke my heart. 75-year-old man retired and literally lives for those Tigers games. I think about my grandparents. When I was a kid, they lived for Texas Ranger games, Paulie. And they would listen to them on the radio. And that's how I grew up, listening to them, on the radio, literally sitting on the front porch. It was their entire life was listening to Rangers baseball. And because they didn't have anything else to do, they hung out with their grandkids and they waited for the baseball game. And so I think that's one thing that they need to look at. Rob Manfred, honestly, baseball is in such a really good and healthy position right now. But that's one thing where it's look, I get it. Everybody needs to make money. Everybody needs to make as much cash as they can. I totally understand that. But again, you got to make your game more available for people out there. You just have to. And, many people have cut the cord with cable. I have not. I still pay for my cable every single month. And this is why, really.
Having cable is almost almost not as much of a convenience as it's been in the past.
No.
Where like, okay, it was cool when every game that you would want to watch was on cable, but also available on some apps. Then it didn't really matter. But now there's like app exclusive games. So you can have cable, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
If you're going to want to watch SDFC, you got to have Apple TV.
Yep.
If the Padres have a Netflix game or Peacock or whatever, like having cable it helps you for a lot of other stuff.
I mean,
but you still have to have those apps. And when you have only the apps, like in my case, I don't pay for cable. I just have every subscription on the apps.
Correct.
And you're like, all right, which one is this? Okay, I'm on Hulu now, so now I got to go back to the home screen. Now I got to find Peacock. Like, it's complicated.
It is, and
complicated to find.
Dub says if you have to buy a package of any type, there should be no blackouts. Period. 100%. I mean, if you buy this package, I should be able to log on wherever I am. I bought the package. Like Paulie, I can watch HBO Max anywhere.
Right.
They don't say, ooh, you're not in New Jersey. You can't watch The Sopranos, right? You're not in North Carolina. You don't get to watch Eastbound and Down. Or you're in North Carolina. You can't watch it.
Right.
Blacked out here.
That's funny.
It would be insane.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. It's
Los
so
Angeles
dumb.
doesn't get to watch anything.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They're blacked out from everything. They get nothing because everything is made there. I mean, you got guys, everyone in the chat, man. This guy says he's got MLB at-bat package. He lives in Bend, Oregon. He cannot watch Padres and M's games. That
because he's in a Seattle market, technically, I guess.
That is
so it must have, when the Angels were hosting the Padres, it must have just said, nah, Anaheim's close enough to San Diego. But I can watch in-market games here. I watched every game through the same, you know what I mean? The same way.
Yeah.
Every Padres home game, every Padres road game.
Yep.
I was able to get in market here in San Diego, but not the Anaheim. I don't know.
It's just insane. It really is. They've got to fix that. They got to do better. You know, they talk about growing the game and MLB doesn't do a good job at this and they don't do a good job at that. Ratings are up. People are interested. You know, obviously here in San Diego, there's it's a bit of a baseball mecca right now. But as David just sums it up, no business in the world is more committed to making sure their customers cannot enjoy their product more than Major League Baseball. I mean, it's so true. It's so hard to disagree with that. It happened to me when I was in San Francisco. Couldn't I had this package, had that package, I couldn't watch it. Couldn't watch the Padres in San Francisco. It just doesn't make any sense. So that's something that they need to look at. You know, and again, greed is really what's holding baseball back from being all that it could. And the blackout ranges are insane. K-Laws, they're absolutely insane. So that tweet really, like, it pissed me off and it kind of broke my heart a little bit thinking about this guy's,
that sucks.
75-year-old dad who lives for nothing more. And he could, and then couldn't watch any of those other games. You know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So
I've just got it. I'm so wired now at this point that I'll just like reach out to my mother-in-law ahead of time, knowing like, hey, the Padres are on Peacock today, or it's the Roku channel or whatever.
It's your Boomer Bulletin.
Yes.
And you should have forgotten to send it to me, but I would appreciate Boomer Bulletins being sent my way as well so that I know. It could have helped me last night. Could not find the SDFC game at all, even though I have Apple TV. I looked at every game, Paulie. I swear.
You didn't ask me.
I didn't. But I swear on my mother, I could not find that game. It was not on Apple TV last night. As far as I'm concerned, I could not watch it. How's it like for basketball? Like you watch the NBA playoffs, is everything? Well, the playoffs is everything's on. Do they have it on multiple?
I don't watch.
Is it on multiple platforms?
Are
they on Peacock and HBO,
ESPN, Peacock, Amazon? I think they have Amazon games, but I believe everything is also still linear, like ESPN. You can watch it on cable.
Honestly, it's part of the reason I don't go headlong into many other sports other than baseball, football, college football, because I think it would drive me crazy.
I mean, my viewing is very simple. Like for football, it's Red Zone.
The Red Zone, that's it.
Otherwise, if it's Monday Night Football, everyone knows where Monday Night Football is, or Sunday Night Football, or whatever. But it's like I just keep it on Red Zone. I get everything I need from there. I have the MLB package, so I can bounce around to different games that way.
And so Josh says it sounds like that was a bug with the Angels game. Every market needs the in-market package like we have. Sure, somebody said, "Oh, just call MLB and they'll fix it."
I was able
for
to
you.
listen to the game through the app. I couldn't watch the game when they were in Anaheim. I was able to watch it totally fine last night.
David, I was especially delighted to be flying from San Francisco to DC when the Rockies were in town. Have the stream blacked out while I was flying over a third of the country. Charlotte, they're blacked out from the Braves, Orioles, Reds, Nationals. It makes it annoying as a Padres fan. Yeah, fix the game, Rob Manfred and Major League Baseball. There's got to be a way to figure it out. So, again, if you buy that package, you're going to get your games no matter where you are. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for consumers right
I will be sure to include that in my next Boomer Bulletin for you, my next reminder text. Today's Boomer Bulletin would say it's a throwback Thursday.
Yes.
And we don't go back very long, not even a full year, actually, but it was this week. Last year, I don't remember anything about the particular game, but this audio came from a post-game press conference after a Padres win, loss. I have no idea.
Nobody knows.
Didn't even look up where it was, when it was, because all the file said here that we saved about a year ago says Mike Schilt coughing fit during postgame.
I delighted
what the hell
so
is
much in this.
this.
This was so good.
How do you assess the last 4 games compared to where this team was at the start of the season?
Excuse me. Wrong pipe. Well, sorry.
Good God.
Gotcha.
Been there.
Hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to unpack, right?
Oh, it's done. It wasn't even close to being over, right? Which has got to be the most mortifying feeling. It went.
Excuse me.
It delights me. And that could be anybody. We wouldn't play that. This is not an anti-Schilt thing.
No,
that would have been anybody. I think it's funny.
We still play Ben's stomach noises.
Yep, every time anybody, one of us screws up. Christopher Baby wants to know if we are still doing real or fake. I'm so glad you asked, because we are actually going to do that next. So, Paulie, what's the prize again?
Our prize, our grand prize for this month, I'm glad you asked, Woodsy, as I pull it up right now, is, of course,
Ben so much. So much.
We will be qualifying for a chance to win a pair of field level seats to a Padres Phillies game on Memorial Day next month. Field level seats get you a good pair. You can qualify by winning. What do you need? 4 out of 7.
Yeah, need 4 out of 7.
Real or fake.
And in honor of the Padres being in Colorado, we will kind of stick to that theme. So call now, 833-288-0937. I just did that off memory right now.
You did it wrong off memory.
833-288-0937. 73. 833-288-0973.
There you go. We are not on 93.7.
Damn it.
Let's try this again.
833-288-0973. Done.
Very good job.
Next.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open. Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy.
That phone number really threw me off, Paulie. Do we even have a caller on the line since I gave the wrong phone number?
I think everybody was able to figure it out eventually. We do have a caller on the line, but first.
Some are here for the compelling sports talk with Ben and Woods. You can go plow through another donut. It's time for Real or Fake on 97.3 The Fan. Tell the people what they'll win today.
Go ahead.
Oh, you need me to do that again.
The grand prize?
Yes.
All right. If you beat, actually, no, you just got to get 4 out of 7 here for Real or Fake. You'll qualify for a chance to win this month's grand prize, a pair of field level seats to Padres Phillies on Memorial Day. Who's on the phone, Paul?
Well, first, I will tell you that in just one second.
Bless.
Real or Fake is brought to you by Bay Alarm, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you.
I believe we've got Rob. Rob, are you still there?
I'm still here.
It's amazing that anyone listens to this radio show when Ben's gone. Good morning, Rob. How are you, buddy?
I'm great. I actually have the number saved in my phone, so
okay, good.
What number you sent out?
That's fantastic. Rob, do you partake of
Ganja, a.k.a. cannabis.
Is that something that you weave
Loose
into your
cannabis?
your daily life?
Maybe like 25 years ago.
Okay. All right. Well, this one may
Probably not going to do very good then.
This one may be tough, but it's a guessing game, real or fake. So we're gonna Padres are in Colorado. It was just 420. We'll do strains, funny strain names of marijuana. So you ready?
Real
real
marijuana
or fake?
strain.
Real
or
marijuana
fake,
strain.
You just made it up completely.
Correct.
This isn't like because Ben
Probably
will
going to
do.
go real on. Probably going to go real on everything.
Maybe
All
a good
right.
strategy for you. May
Ben,
not.
Ben likes to do. Is it a real strain of loose cannabis
Yes.
or a fake? And it's the name of some 1970s disco musician.
I did not do that. I just went real or fake
All right.
names. So
Straight up, nice and easy.
That I'm bad at mechanics. I'm also bad at hosting shows and game shows on the program. But Rob, we'll get through it together, my friend. Here we go. Are you ready?
Do I get to use you as a helper? Would
No, because I wrote them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I made it up. You're going to have to go on your own
Got it.
here today. Are you ready?
Okay. Let's go.
God, these would be funny if Ben said them all. Ready? Orange hoe.
Orange hoe.
Orange hoe.
Real.
Correct. It is
Off to a
real.
good start.
Ever had that, Paulie?
I have not. I don't know that I've had orange hoe.
Orange hoe. H-O-E.
I have a red-haired hoe.
Oh. Does she know that? All right. The second one. Here we go. Are you ready? Rag doll.
You know what? I'm going to go with real.
Ragdoll.
Unfortunately, it's fake. I just made it up. Just popped into my head. It's all right. One. You got one. You still got, 5 more to go? How about this? Dank Sinatra.
I'm pretty sure that's real.
It is absolutely real.
I've heard of that one.
100%.
I have not had that one.
And I don't partake much ever, but I would like to try that, to be honest with you. All right, here we go. Ready for this one? God, these would be funny if he read them. Purple panty dropper.
I had to break my strategy here and go fake.
It's real. Also would like to try that as well.
I have tried that one.
Have you?
I believe so, yes.
How is it?
Pretty good. I believe that's an indica.
All right, you need 2 out of the next 3 to win this bad boy. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Skin crawl.
Fake.
Dude, yes.
Okay.
He's
All right,
right
Rob.
there on the cusp. Here we go.
You need one of the final 2.
One of the last 2 to win or to qualify. Unicorn poop.
Real.
Oh, it's so real. Dude, you are a winner. That is it. You got it.
Not bad.
How about the last one just to play for just giggles? How about tattooed thief?
Say it again.
Tattooed thief.
Let's go with real again.
It was fake, but it doesn't matter, man. You qualified.
Hang on the line, Rob. We'll
Yeah.
get your information here when we go to a commercial break.
Very well played, my friend. You got a chance to win, again, a pair of field level seats to the Padres Phillies on Memorial Day. That's a fantastic prize. I hope you win. He was a really, really good competitor on Real or Fake. But Ben does such a good job at hosting these too. He's a really talented guy. Maybe we don't give him enough credit for how talented he is, Paulie.
Ben and Woods brought to you by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why are there 500 different names for essentially the same product?
No idea.
No idea. There's no, because you worked at March and Ash for a while.
I mean, I don't know. Why are there so many different names for so many different colors? You know what I mean? Like everything is slightly different.
Are they different?
Like they'll take 2 different strains and kind of combine them to make a third different strain. So there's just so many different ways, combinations, I guess you can make.
Rod says the creators grow it and name it, and they're not essentially the same. Dominic says, like you're telling me there's 1,000 different ways to feel, tastes, all of that. I mean, it's a lot of variety. It's a lot of variety.
I mean, there's how many different beers are there? How many?
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like how many different flavors of soda are there?
But like, all right, that's fair. My experience is never a good one, so I just lump them all into the exact same category, right? So, but if I had that purple panty dropper, that would have been much better.
I think it's also if you go back 30 years ago when you might have been seeking that stuff out more.
It certainly looked different.
Like some guy you knew was just growing it in his backyard or whatever, and you just whatever he had, that's what you got. Like technology's obviously evolved.
And Michael says, I remember when the good stuff was just called the chronic.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
Like, hey, do you want swag or do you want chronic? And that's what you did. And that's what you had.
Everybody must get stoned.
Chris says, why are there so many baseball cards for the same player? It's something I'd love to know. I'm sick of it. If you like a player,
perfect.
If you like a player, you got to get 15 different variations of his card.
15?
30.
75.
Yeah, it's great. Like, let's say he's a rookie, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's a rookie. You got Colt Emerson rookie cards in blue and purple and green and gold and sepia. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
It is insane. So, well, thank you guys for sticking with us through that. Just one more segment here on Ben and Woods before we get over to the
Smart Baseball.
Yeah, dude. One of the best segments of the week. Even I can't mess this one up with Eno Sarris from The Athletic. He'll join us next. Get you ready for the Padres Epic Roundtable brought to you by Epic Wings. Coming up next, right here on 97.3 The Fan. He just here. I'll show you a little. Just
Please don't.
What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee
It's going to in a second.
right here.
That is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
One of our favorite segments of the week, every week. Want to get right to them. We'll do a quick check of traffic here. Get right to our pal Eno Sarris from The Athletic next.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com.
Awesome.
To you by Caltrans Asset Management.
Dynamite.
Caltrans Asset Management work continues this weekend on northbound 805 with the closure of all lanes from State Route 52 to Miramar Road on April 24th at 9 p.m. to April 26th at 5 a.m. Expect delays and use Interstate 5 for travel north of University City.
It's time for the super polished, yet to be named Smart Baseball Weekly segment with Eno Sarris, son of a bitch.
Things going very smoothly here at the Odyssey Empire Studio. But always conversation I look forward to every week. Our tier ones as well. Our pal Eno Sarris from The Athletic joins us each and every week. Eno, good morning to you. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you doing? I'm
doing good. You got? Is your phone all right? I hope we don't lose you. It sounded fine for 1 sec. A pressing question before we get into the offense and the pitching and all that. Lucas Giolito, will you be going to the Sphere to see Fish? Is what I want to know.
I was there the very first time they played the Sphere. I was at the very first show.
They did, yeah. They played last year. All right, your phone's a little.
I'm going to try calling you back.
A little
here,
Jack. Paulie's going to try you back. Of course,
good stuff.
Of course,
crushing it.
Really, really good.
All right, you go ahead and just.
You want me to just vamp?
Just vamp, yeah.
Wish there were some liners I could read right now.
You can tell everybody what line Eno Sarris joins us on when it works. That's the SDCCU fan hotline.
That's right. Brought to you by SDCCU. It's not big bank banking. It's better. It's really going well. Yeah, you knew it. You knew it was going to go that way. See if we can get him back on the line with a much clearer signal. How are we doing?
I think we got him now.
All right, Eno. So, you went when they played last year, yes?
I went, the very first show. I was at the very first show at the Sphere. And I thought, that was cool, but I said, I'm going to give it 3 or 4 years. Because one night, the show, I ate at Emerald's, did the Vegas thing. It was a little bit, cost a little much.
Yes.
They could fly out and all that. The other thing was, I just thought that the visuals, they're really, other people have like a visual set that they just play along in front of. But the Fish has they want to have bespoke visuals for every song.
Yes.
And so I was like, I need to wait 5 years before I come back. So they have a whole library of visuals they can go to and stuff. So I just thought sometimes when you see the first time the technology is used, you're like, oh, this is going to be cool when they really dial it in.
Yeah, I've seen 2 bands there. I saw U2 there. They slayed it. It was so great, incredible. And then I saw the Eagles, and they honestly kind of half-assed it a little bit with some of their graphics. You know what I mean? I was
mailed it in.
Yeah,
you're at the Sphere. What more do you need?
That's true. And it was like, oh, this is just a picture of a car driving down a Vegas street. See that if I walked outside. I saw some of the visuals this weekend from the Fish show, and I went, oh my God, I bet there are some minds that have been melted in there. But listen, like you said, you're a thinker. You thought to yourself, I'm going to wait 5 years. Let them get it all dialed in. And, it's how you think about the game of baseball as well. It is not it's a day-by-day sport. It happens every single day. But one thing I wanted to talk to you about, results-based business. Padres have a really, really good record right now, a really good record, which really at the end of the day is all that matters. But you live in the peripherals. You live in the underground, so to speak, from baseball, more than just wins and losses. What's your assessment of the way the team is playing right now?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. So their run differential is the same as the Twins, who are 12-12. It's basically the same as the Tigers, who are 13-12. Teams that have better run differentials are, the Brewers and Pirates. They're 13-10 and 14-10. So they're out in front of their skis a little bit in terms of run differential. But one of the things that's interesting is that Mason Miller is such a shutdown guy. Normally, when you look at one run, how you're doing in one-run games and your record in one-run games, you would treat that as entirely noise, because you would say, oh, one-run games are, the ball hits that corner instead of that corner, or you know what I mean? Like that guy throws away the ball there and doesn't there, whatever it is. The one-run games can go on one event, and so they are traditionally thought of as lucky. And most teams' one-run record is basically 500.
Wow.
But maybe the Padres shouldn't be, because every time they get a one-run lead, they hand the ball to Mason Miller, who might just be the best closer of all time, or at least in his prime. I can't say what his whole career will look like, but nobody's struck out
75% of the batters they've seen.
in embarrassing fashion, mind you. I mean, there's guys that can throw hard and blow it by you, but like there's not too many guys that could throw it in the other batter's box and get swing and miss at that level. It's just crazy. So that gives you a little bit of hope as a Padre fan. If you do get the lead, it's over. But how long can the offense, the lack of offense, sustain? The pitching has been fine. They added Giolito. We'll talk about him in a minute, but the offense, the never scoring early. I mean, they're late scoring team right now. They're not jumping on starting pitchers at all, ever really. It seems like, and again, results based business. They're finding ways to win ball games, but it doesn't feel super sustainable.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some positive regression coming for the hitters. I mean, you could say something as simple as they have a 360 slugging, and their expected slugging, given how hard they hit the ball and all that stuff, is 411. So they're supposed to have hit the ball harder. Well, now you could say, well, hey, they play in San Diego. It's cold. It's maybe there's a park factor there. But just generally, they're third in hard hit rate and barrel rate, which is like lifting the ball hard. They're 13th, but both of those numbers are better than their runs scored, which they're 23rd in runs scored. So, I think that things will warm up, and I'm pretty sure Fernando Tatis will hit a home run this year.
I feel like it was a safe bet. I do.
We're almost at May, though.
But I'm not so sure. And I was looking at his percentages, and we've talked to you about it ad nauseum. I mean, we really have the if he pulls the ball, he can get it out of any ballpark. But his pull rate is lower than it's ever been in his entire career. I think it's 19% right now. Everything is going hard oppo on the ground too. Sometimes a lot. So again, that is, in my opinion, that's just a click away. Right, that is just a click away.
I noticed something strange actually. So over at Savant, they have where like your stance, and they basically have your feet. You can see like how his feet are.
Yeah.
And his feet are pointed towards right field. In terms of like
going that way.
His back foot, the toes are pointed towards the catcher instead of being like closed to the pitcher.
Yep.
He's like overly rotated.
Pre-swing, overly rotated pre-swing to lead him to the right side.
Yeah, and it it seems like such a simple thing, but like when you see a guy who, again, with the hard hit rate, 67%, he even has a good barrel rate. They're just going all his barrels are going the opposite field, where they don't turn into homers as much. The bat speed is good. I mean, I think it's as simple as some little tweak like that. And he's always looking for that tweak.
Always.
And of course, I'd like him to get the ball out in front. When you get the ball out in front, you lift it. He has the worst fly ball rate of his career, and you pull it, and he has the worst pull rate of his career. So, and he's letting the ball travel more than he ever has. So, I mean, we've talked about this a lot. I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure he must know that. But one thing about like getting the ball out in front further is like he's already striking out 24% of the time. If he's going to make that decision even earlier, then he's going to strike out even more. So I don't know. Maybe he's just fixated on the hard hit and barrel rate and saying this is going to work eventually.
Yeah.
But I would, if I was his hitting coach, I'd be like, we need to figure out how to get this in the air to the other side.
For sure. And you don't want to put it all on him. Certainly. It is odd that he has not hit a homer, but Manny Machado's not hitting. Jackson Merrill's not hitting. Sanders been pretty good. Ramon Laureano was hitting earlier. He's at the top. I still feel comfortable with him at the top. I think he punches a little bit too much for me, but I still feel confident when he's up there. I think he's a good leadoff hitter. But are they optimizing the lineup as best they can right now?
He has a 322 OBP for his career. I think I'd rather see someone who sees more pitches and battles a little bit longer.
He did have a 12 pitcher yesterday. He had like a 12 pitch AB. He'll strike out on 3 pitches too sometimes.
Yeah, and he doesn't really take walks.
No,
he has a below average walk rate for his career. So I don't know. If Tatis, I don't want to muck around with Tatis right now, but if he was going, I'd probably have him at the top, or even Merrill. But then again, they both have enough power. So I don't know that there's an ideal leadoff hitter, so Laureano's fine for me.
Okay. Eno Sarris from The Athletic joins us here. Let's talk a little Lucas Giolito. We had heard some audio from him last week. Obviously, he's been, he was rumored to the Padres. The Cubs, I think, were interested in him as well. He and his agent decided San Diego would be the best fit. I thought it was a really good deal for the Padres, not paying him a ton of money. What can we expect from Lucas?
Yeah, it's really interesting in terms of what the market values, because he's coming off a year with a 3.41 ERA. And nobody offered him a deal. And this is a really small deal. I mean, it's less than Tomoyuki Sagano got to go to the Rockies. It's a real small deal. And I think it's because, his stuff has fallen off. His strikeout rate was well below average last year, and it was the worst of his career. I am not making you enthused about the signing, but
No, you're not.
One thing that is kind of cool about him that I'm not sure that Stuff Metrics will fully, appreciate, is that his changeup is a straight change that he throws high in the zone and has like a 12-mile-an-hour gap. I think that is a changeup that can produce whiffs, that has produced whiffs in the past. And so I think, he's better than Walker Buehler, I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's something. Walker's had a couple of decent starts. Again, I'm throwing out Colorado for any of the starters. I'm throwing out Mexico City this weekend for the starters. I'm just throwing it out.
We saw the contract numbers. We saw the need for just innings at this point. And honestly, we were both like, yeah, fine. That sounds good to me.
No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I mean, you're waiting for Canning. You don't know what you can get from Waldron and in the big league. So I think you throw him in the mix. And I thought Buehler should be signed as a reliever this offseason.
Yeah.
So, if you can start that transition, Giolito's going to have to stretch out. Do you do that in the major leagues? If you say, we're going to get 2 or 3 from Giolito today, we're going to get 2 or 3 from Buehler. What that does to your bullpen is interesting, though, because it does remove, especially mop-up guys and stuff. Would Buehler go into a game to be a mop-up guy? So it does do weird things to your bullpen when you start accruing a 6th and 7th starter, on the roster.
Well, I think all we have to do is designate a pitcher to be the DH too, and then we get an extra pitcher. I think that's obviously the right and smart thing to do.
He has to take 20 plate appearances.
20 plate appearances. Yeah.
Who do you want to give 20 plate appearances?
It's a good question. But I mean, what do you value more? I don't know, but there's a workaround for everything. Quickly, we only got a couple minutes left. Will we ever see another team try what the Dodgers have done with Shohei Ohtani? Because there are guys that can hit and pitch, and there's thousands of them. But nobody's
Jake Cronenworth.
Yep, Croney.
So Jake Cronenworth was a two-way guy. Jack Caglianone with the Royals, a two-way guy. There's a bunch of two-way guys that what happens is that there's such a sorting process through the minor leagues that you eventually are like, oh, I'm just better at that one thing. Yep. Even the guy that we talked about even the guy that we talked about that threw with both hands.
Yeah.
He's kind of they've decided to throw with one of those. I think they're going to go righty.
Durangelo.
Cincha.
Yeah. Cincha.
So I just think that at some point it's such a game of specialization, right? That at some point somebody's like, oh, you're just a better hitter, and it might actually take somebody that again comes from Japan or comes from another league. Or, I don't know. It has to. Someone who has shown it at a very high level that can skip some of the sorting process we go through. You know?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's the benefit. The benefit is great. If you get somebody even close to that caliber, his pitching absolutely lights out. I think he's got a .38 ERA. He's outstanding, and he's the best player in the game.
Yeah, I know. It's so amazing. He's just watching him with the Giants.
Yeah, it's
toying. But the other thing is that force of will, maybe, because when he came over, he was signing as a prospect, but he was like, this is how I'm signing. Yeah. And so maybe you could have even, I hate to say it because there's so much involvement of parents, and stuff, but maybe there's somebody like a Bryce Harper that there's so much like, hype around, and like they have these like forceful like parents or an agent that's like, no, he is you. If you sign him, you got to let him do it.
You
He
need
wants
the
to do it all
machine.
the way.
You need the machine behind you to get it done, man. Always appreciate your time. Always a killer segment here on Ben and Woods. We appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, Eno. We will talk to you next week.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, that's so interesting. You need the machine behind it to push it. Otherwise, if a team's left to its own devices, no, they're going to go. I have a card of that kid that throws through with both hands. And like he throws 96 from the right side and 94 from the left side, and this will be such a weapon. Well, you go out and you try to execute it, and then you're like, actually, you're much nastier from the left side. And if you're a pitcher and you're like, I want to have a big league career. Like I can be more effective this way.
Nailed it though. Like it's gonna take a brazen player or their agent or whatever to just be like, no, this is how it's going to be. Whereas most kids are just grateful for whatever opportunity
they can get. No, I love it. I mean, it's a very interesting way to think about it. But we are almost done for the day.
Ben and Woods broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios.
You get them all in?
We know how.
You get them all in?
I think we got them all in.
Okay, good. Great job, Benny.
You said SDCCU fan hotline for the Eno Sarris, right?
Nope.
Oh.
All guests on Ben and Woods appear on the SDCCU fan hotline. It's not big bank banking, it's better.
Hey, good job,
Hey,
Woodsy.
look at that. Timed it out perfect.
Good job, Woodsy.
Don't go anywhere. Got the Padres Epic Roundtable coming up now. 1 hour commercial-free Padres talk. Thanks so much for being here. See you tomorrow. Got the wives in. 6 a.m. sharp. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan.